Hello and welcome. This is a look at the free roam portion of Firewatch. Once the main game has been completed, or the main storyline, this actually opens, or allows you to at least play it. I don't believe you can actually access this before you finish the main storyline. So if you haven't finished the story, or at least started playing Firewatch, go and do that first. As you can see, we start off back at the Firewatch tower that Hank, or Henry, lived in during the game itself. His items are here. Mainly these are sort of like essential items that are needed for getting around in the open world, especially with the climbing parts. The axe also is handy for getting some of the debris out of the way as well. I think in some parts, whether that's actually in the free roam, I'm not sure yet. They've got the flashlight, of course, gives you a nice blinding effect in the eyeballs, and the rope. But the additional item on the desk that you'll see there is a cassette tape. Now these are scattered around the world and can be picked up en route. You've got to look for them though. They're not sort of like just highlighters for you to collect. There's something to search for. Each tape seems to contain some tracks from the actual soundtrack itself. So this tape itself has the 4 first tracks of the soundtrack. Obviously there's others in the world to find. Elsewhere, I mean, the desk itself, it's still got all his personal items. You've got, you know, the photo frame, a picture of him and his wife, and a typewriter, you know, iconic typewriter that actually gets chucked out of the Firewatch tower very early on in the game. Okay, let's take a look out. We can see this great view here, which is actually I've actually used on my YouTube channel header image, so you'll see that. Obviously, you may not have known what it was from, but I liked it, so I've used it. So yep, we're heading down the steps here and taking our first look around the open world of Firewatch. Okay, in this look, I'm going to avoid using the map to find my way around. So it's just basically me taking the track and see where it leads me, really. The open road, as they say. Well, there's not much road here, but maybe tracks. Okay, let's take this route down to Beartooth Point and the thoroughfare. As you can see, it's very green, isn't it? Very green. Yep, we're going to take the drop down descent, so rather than finding a pathway down here, I'm just going to take the drop from one point to another. Until we come up to this busted up bridge, and we've got to jump over this. Lovely. One big jump. Nicely done. A little bit different to the story mode, where this is lit up with lanterns. I don't think it was in the story mode. I think it was dark, and of course it's open for us as well, where it was locked in the story. So you actually have to find a way. I think you have to find a way around the locked gate first, rather than trying to find that. I can't remember now. It's not padlocked. I know it's locked. Okay, we can make our descent here. The axe coming in handy at this point, and a little bit of rope. So these caves had major significance to the story of Henry and Delilah. Obviously you know what that is if you've played the game, or you played through the story at least to the end. There doesn't seem to be anything extra here. I mean, there's a lantern there. I don't believe it was in the story, so it's all lit up for you pretty much. There are dark areas, but I think you can get away with not actually having the torch in here, because yeah, it's pretty light. Okay, so yeah, you do need a lantern for the cave. There's some parts in there that actually are quite dark without it, and daylight. Here we are. And one of the lock boxes here that you need the code for. It's so difficult to remember. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them. Every single one. Perfect. Now you can update your map here as well still, even though I'm not using it for this playthrough. And what do we have here? Another flashlight. Okay. A horn. Okay. Okay, we come through to this clearing. Stream running through. We're going to take the path, see where it takes us. I'm not using the map as I said already 100 times. You can see the environmental art in this game is great. All down to Jane Inge at Campo Santo. And this path should take us through to, yep, there's a gap to get through here. Don't need the X for this one, but some you do. Although I've not come across them just yet. Yeah, let's take the left way. See where this takes us. So it's quite eerie without actually having any conversation with Delilah on the other end of the walkie-talkie. So it's definitely a walking simulator of a sense now, this free roam. It's not anything like Long Dark, where you have to survive by your wits with killing animals. Well, not so much killing them, but making sure they don't kill you, I suppose. And keeping warm and fighting the environment as such. But this is more of a pleasant stroll, which is in keeping with the game really, and the storyline itself, although there are some elements of the story that were quite yeah. If I'm not wrong, I think these telegraph posts are taking us towards, yeah, I think they're taking us towards part of the storyline. Yeah, I'm just checking. Yeah, I think, yeah, there's a clearing here. I think the old Firewatch outpost is this way. This, yep, carrying on that way for those. Let's go right. I'm sure I saw. Yep, here we go. Abandoned Firewatch outpost of sorts. Oh, there's a note here. Okay. No, I'm not going to use that. Okay, we'll take that. Old Shoshone. Okay. Let's keep that. Okay, let's go and have a look at the old abandoned Firewatch itself. Oh yeah, another lockbox. What do we have here? Oh, great, a cap. Let's have that. Okay, let's see who's home. Ah. Okay. So it's either a fire. Would it be a fire? No. Just a derelict, isn't it? It's just been left. Someone's been here because there's some cigarette butts, so they're really recent. There's a downstairs area there. Let's go and have a look. Flashlights needed, of course, on this. Oh. No, I'm not doing an Elvis impersonation. Not with this. Oh, a stove, which is bound to be full of... Oh, yes. Little critter. Unless I've missed anything, I really can't see anything that I need to... Oh, that's interesting to actually pick up. And then... No door... Nope. A poster, yeah, the same as one in the actual Firewatch tower that Henry lives in. More cigarette butts. Okay. Right. Let's make a move out of here. Back into the daylight. That's a drop and a half, isn't it? Not going that way. Back through the doorway then. That wind is certainly picking up. Let's take another path and see where we end up with this one. I think we're quite close to the crossing to Delilah's actual Firewatch outpost, but I've got a funny feeling we're not going to be able to get there. We shall see. Ah, what do we have here? Ah, turtle. Yes. Yep, you can. I think you can find 2 or 3 of these in the actual story as well. Obviously, they've kept them in for the free roam as well. You can adopt it. There's an achievement for finding one, I believe, and then actually taking it with you when you leave Firewatch at the end. Well, the end of the story at least. Won't give too much away there. Yeah. So onward we go. Okay, I spy something here. Ah, cassettes. Now these are ones. Ah, it's the second one I found now. Obviously the first one was in the Firewatch tower. Some more tracks. Tracks 5 to 8 from the soundtrack. Great. Let's have a listen. Okay, I believe this now will take us up to the yeah, got another dragon. Yeah, it should be up to the crossing to Delilah's Firewatch station. Yep, you can see it from here, look, right on the top of, well, the crest of that mountain top there. And the cable car, yeah, as I expected, or suspected, it's over the other side of the ravine. Okay, so they've closed that part of the game off for the free roam, which is fair enough. I mean, that would have involved opening up that side of the map to exploration, which wasn't in the story, so we're left taking in the view. Okay, we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. It's been great to play this through, and please subscribe. I'll see you soon.